Hey, what's going on, guys? Sister Skater here, bringing you the final edition of Jump Spots, Nade Spots, and Lines of Sight for the Black Ops 2 maps. And this week we'll be taking a look at what I believe, and I'm pretty sure what most of you believe, are the worst maps in Black Ops 2, Turbine and Aftermath. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know that I put all the all the maps and everything that I did into one playlist that you can click on the screen right now. It'll open up in a new window, and I'll put it in the description and in all the other videos. So let's get started off on Turbine. I got an amazing kind of like cap spot for hardpoint that you'll be able to see in the next 30 seconds, but we got to kind of lead up to it, starting with this jump spot right here. You can jump onto this rock right here and then jump on top of the other rock kind of that's joined with it, and then jump onto the bridge from there. And then you can also jump on this rock right here up onto the bridge and off. But what you can do is from this rock right here, you can jump onto this little like invisible ledge right here, and this leads into the awesome spot. As you can see right here, you jump on the ledge. If the hard point's there, you can cap the hard point from right there. No one will be able to see you. You can move out to this little like rope thingy. That's how far you can go out before you fall, but you can sit there and cap the hard point. No one will be able to see you, and that's a pretty amazing spot. It's one of the best spots I've found, I think, and I hope that can help you out, because I'm pretty sure no one knows about that. Probably a few people do, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know about that. And I did try this on the other side. You can jump onto the ledge, but you can't cap the hard point from there. But you can also jump onto the like little rail under the bridge from under there, like on the other side. I don't know how to explain it, but you can jump onto that. You can't go as far, but just so you know, you can do that. So besides that, there's not really that much spots on Turbine. There's a lot of freaking rock spots. You can jump all over the rocks. And I'm just going to run through every single rock spot on the map. You probably already know about most of these. You might not know about a couple of them, but let's just get started. You can run up this slanted rock and jump up into this building, take people out by surprise that are camping, expecting you to go up these stairs. You can do that instead. That's kind of helpful. You can run, to get up to the middle, you can run up these two rocks that I kind of showed you earlier. And then onto the turbine, there's a lot of ways to get on the turbine. You can jump up these rocks onto the turbine. You can go up these rocks onto the turbine. You can jump from these rocks to these rocks onto the turbine. I mean, there's just a million ways to get onto the turbine. Over by the death machine room, if you want to get up to the top rocks, like up there, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. You can jump up these rocks onto the railing and then go left or right and take people out. You can jump up these rocks into the rocks. There's a million rocks you guys can jump over. I'm just gonna tell you about all of them. You can jump up these ones over here, as you saw. You can't get onto the turbine off this rock, but you can jump on this rock and then walk on this little small rocks over here onto this like turbine place. And I don't know, you can sit there, maybe take someone out by surprise. I don't know if you're getting chased or whatever. But to get up into this little turbine area, you can jump up these rocks right here and then go up in there. But if you want to get into that room, take people out by surprise, some of you might know about this, it's kind of obvious, but you can jump up these rocks right here, jump up in here, and then jump up into that room, take people out by surprise. But also you can walk out and onto those rocks right there and then go left, and there's like a nice little area of rocks that you can sit at, and you can jump down and take people out, sit there, do whatever you want to do. And then there's also these rocks back here, back in the back of the map, C-spawn, I believe. You can jump up instead of going on the propeller of the turbine. And then also to get into this room that no one really sits in, it just seems to be there just for decoration, you can jump up these rocks and into the window. Now that's it, that's all the boring stuff. And we'll go on to some lines of sight. We've got a couple of these. On this bridge, instead of just running around the corner and exposing yourself, you can prone down and look through these cracks and maybe just take a couple people out, especially if the hard point's there. People love to just prone on the bridge, so you can look down there and take people out that way. Over here on C-spawn, to get up a nice line of sight into that blue building that I showed you earlier, you can jump on this rock and then move back left and right depending on where you want to shoot, and you got a nice little line of sight right over the base of that giant turbine right there into that B building. You can take people out. It's really hard to see, they can only see your head. Now to get to B flag and defend it coming from C, instead of just running right down into the hollow turbine where they're probably aiming down sights and getting ready to shoot, you can jump onto this rock back here, and then just you have a higher advantage. They're probably not looking right there, and you can easily take people out, hopefully, and you won't always just die trying to defend that flag. Now, the last line of sight I got is for that blue building over by C. Again, you can jump onto this rail on this side of the bridge and look through this little crack right here in the bridge construction, and you can see up where on top of the turbine where people love to sit up there and snipe and head glitch and everything, and into that building. And as you can see right here, they can barely see you unless they're looking right there and they know you're there and they're trying to snipe you, but pretty much most of the time they're not going to know you're there. And you got a nice line of sight, take them out easily and run away and go get your lodestar or whatever the heck you're trying to get. Oh, and then the last spot I have is for this death machine room right here. In the middle, you can look through this right end side of these rocks where there's like a little triangle dip right there and shoot people. As you can see right here, it's really hard to see you. You can only see the tip of their head, and you're probably going to get the kill. Now, on to the best B nade ever. What you're going to want to do is run over here. You see that crack right down there, and just toss your nade in there, and you're going to get a kill. I mean, this map's pretty open. It's hard to get B nades in there because of the whole turbine thing, so I didn't really have a one for this map, but, you know, if you didn't know, if you always just throw your nade right down in there, and you're going to get a kill no matter what if the Captain B, because that's just how it is. Now, on to Aftermath. That's all I got for Turbine. On to Aftermath. We got a couple spots on this that are pretty helpful. So, if you didn't know, there's a library over here on A side. You can get into it by going into the back door, or you can jump up onto this planter box right here and into the window. Pretty obvious, pretty obvious. Another obvious thing is you can run up this ramp and then jump over this ledge to get on the roof, but I bet some of you didn't know that you can jump over all this rubble from the bottom up here and then jump up onto the little gravel path at the top and then jump up onto the roof, which you might take some people out by surprise. That's a nice little spot to know. Now, instead of running up this ramp right here into the bathrooms where people are usually head glitching and camping, what you can do is jump up this little side of the ramp, or on the side of the ramp right here, and take people out oh my god, I cannot talk, I'm sorry. Take people out by surprise, and as you can see on the screen right now, it looks like you might go, if your enemy's like, I don't know, just not even paying attention, he just sees at the last moment, it looks like you're going through to the middle, but you can jump up right there and take the enemy out, which is a nice little spot, can be helpful at sometimes. Now, over here on the bus, you can get in normally by going through the side door, but you can also get into it by jumping in through the front window, jeez, and, you can also get into the bus by jumping up onto these ambulance right here, blown up or not, and then you can jump in through the door by just jumping in and pressing A and hurtling into it. Now, over on C side, you can jump up in this building by jumping up on this ledge right here and into the window. Another pretty obvious spot, but for a while, like seriously, until like 3 weeks ago, I didn't know there was this upstairs parking garage over above this hardpoint building over here, so you can get into that by going up these stairs in the back like I'm showing you right now, or you can jump onto this crate in the front and then jump up upstairs. And I didn't know until I found a sniping spot, and then all my friends made fun of me for it because I didn't know it was there. So if you guys didn't know it was there, hopefully that helped you out, and yeah. So now we'll move on to some lines of sight. We'll start over at C. The first being, you can look through this car in the C garage and just look over to that little entranceway, especially if there's a hard point over there. You can pick people off that way. And then I like to use, just so you guys know, I like to use these fire trucks over here as a nice little cover, like lines of sight. They're all through the map, and you can just look through the cracks of them, look through the windows, and just maneuver around them, look under them, look over them, whatever you want to do, and use those to your advantage. Now, over here on the side of this building, there's these construction cones, barrels, whatever they are, and you can crouch down and look through the cracks and just look through the whole middle alleyway on that left side over there. And you can also look up into the bus, and as you can see right here, it's very hard to see you. You can't see, you can only see their head, and if they move around a little, and you can easily pick people off of the bus or in the alleyway. And you can also do this on the other side over by A by going up to the truck in this like little pillar right here. You can see the whole middle kind of, but you can not, you got a nice line of sight up into the bus, and you can take people out easily just like that. Now you can also look under this truck, move that little box, and you can look under the truck, see if there's any movement, maybe in search or whatever. You're trying to play cautiously. Now over at A, this is especially nice if there's hard points. You can look over, or hop on this rail and look over the planters and pick people off coming from the middle. You can do this on both planters, and you can also jump on this rail up top by the roof and look over this wall and watch that rampway and see people come up that way. I don't know what the heck I just said, but yeah, and you can also look through these cracks of the rails on top of the roof and look down and just pick people off over there. I mean, these spots are all great for the hard point and if you're defending A over there. You can also look through these crack rails over down below on the opposite side as well. Now, in the restaurant, there's a couple spots. You can jump on this table right here and back up, back forward, whatever you want to do, and look through this plant. And you can have a nice line of sight into the bathrooms, and you can also go behind the counter over here and look through the plant. You have a nice line of sight into the middle of the map, pick people off coming from B that they just capped, trying to push you into your A spawn. And then over here, you can jump on this table and go behind this half wall, and you can pick people off. You have a nice line of sight into the that exit over there that people come from, which is, there's also a hard point. That's the first one, and the second one's over here at A, so that's pretty useful. And then the last spot, our line of sight I have for you is this construction barrier. I like to use it, pick people off coming out from that B entrance right there. You can look at the holes and just pick people off. And so on to 2 B nades I got for you right here. The first being over at A. You're going to want to run to the left side of this construction thingy right here, line the right crosshair up with the end of the top left corner in this run back, sprint forward, jump, and let your nade fly, and it'll land right on B and kill your enemy every time. And then over at C, you're gonna run around to this corner of the cop car right here, line the bottom crosshair up with the the end of the building right there, that kind of the right side of the middle pillar, and then just sprint back, sprint forward, jump, and let your nade fly, and it'll land right in the middle of B and take your enemy out every time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's the last episode for the normal maps. I'll be doing the DLC maps later on when they come out. And yeah, that's all about I have to say. This video is getting really long, so as always guys, I'm Skater. I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.